This segment is sponsored by Legacy Tax. Summer travel season is upon us, but if you owe the IRS, there are a few things you need to know before finalizing your plans. And here to help us out is Corey Hankerson from Legacy Tax. Corey, who knew that your travel could be impacted by your tax situation?
Yes. Yes.
What does it have to do with your passport? Is that what could be impacted?
Absolutely.
Okay. How?
The short answer is yes, absolutely. Okay. And so what happened was, I think it was in 2015, they passed a law called the, let's see if I can get this right, the FAST Act. It was an infrastructure bill, purportedly, right?
Okay.
But like deep down in the bill, the part where none of us regular people read, there's a provision there that says that the IRS can tell the State Department not to give you a passport, not to renew your passport, or allow you to obtain or revoke your passport if you owe back taxes. So imagine, right? You're all packed up. You got your bags all packed. I got my suitcase here. You got your passport. You're ready to go. You got your airline ticket. You get to that TSA checkpoint to check in, and they won't let you on the plane because your passport has been revoked. Right? That actually happened to one of our clients last year. He was heading over to Europe for his daughter's wedding.
Oh no.
And could not get on the plane.
He could not get on the plane.
Could not get on the plane. The FAST Act.
Wow. So you can book everything. They're not going to ping you when you're trying to book the flight. Nope. It's not till you get to that TSA agent.
Now, in the IRS's defense, right? They do send you notices saying, "Hey, we're taking your passport because of what they call seriously delinquent tax debt." But as is the case with a lot of our clients, they ignore the letters, and it all comes to a head, if you will, when you get to that TSA and they want to scan your passport, and your passport comes back as revoked.
Do they take it then? Do they take your passport?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you cannot get on the plane
You're not getting on the plane
if you're holding that passport or not. What if you're already overseas? Like, what does it impact you? Like, you're trying to get home.
Yes.
Wow. This is serious.
And so the same issue in reverse, essentially, right? You're going through TSA overseas to board a flight to come back to the United States. If you are a United States citizen, you can get what's called like a temporary passport, a special use, a restricted use passport to come back into the country, and it's only good to go from where you are directly home. You can't stop any place, no layovers. You have to come directly back to the United States and then deal with your passport or IRS problems once you've made it back here to the States. Okay,
well, at least there's that option.
Yes, and in the case of people that have travel plans to go out of the country, they got it worse actually, because you have a limited time from the time that your passport is revoked. You have a very limited time in order to deal with the situation at the IRS level before you could leave the country.
So let's say you've booked a trip 6 months out. Is that enough time?
Nope.
Or no? Okay.
The short answer is no.
Okay.
The IRS says 90 days, right? But the reality is it can take longer than that.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What do you do to get uncertified?
Sure. So to get uncertified as having seriously delinquent tax, because that's how it starts, right? They certify you to the State Department as having seriously delinquent tax debt, which right now is like $59,000.
Okay.
To get uncertified, you have to deal with the underlying tax problem itself, which means that you have to use one of the remedies we've discussed here on the show, the installment agreement, or currently non-collectible, or an offer in compromise, right? So those are the ways to sort of get uncertified. The issue is you may not know which of those remedies you are a good fit for. Right, and because it's time sensitive, my recommendation is this particular thing is probably not a DIY. This is not a do-it-yourself type of issue. And
you walk people through this all the time.
We do, do, absolutely. It happens a lot. I sort of make light of it, but it can be a serious matter when you're trying to go to your daughter's wedding. So yes.
Right, and it's stressful.
It is very stressful already, but this makes it even more so, and it's sort of a last-minute thing that pops up that man, I wish could have been dealt with earlier, but oftentimes it's last minute.
Yeah, well, you've got to sort it out one way or another.
Got to deal with it.
You can't take this trip. So that was enlightening. Thank you, Corey.
Absolutely.
If you do owe the IRS and you are concerned about your passport or travel issues, Legacy Tax has an online resource at levyking.com. You answer a few simple questions and then you'll be on your way. You can also reach out to Legacy Tax by dialing 1-877-538-9546. Again, it's 1-877-538-9546.